Hello and welcome to another recording from my channel. This will be another STO Jem'Hadar playthrough. I didn't know what to do because when you start at level 60, and that kind of gives you a link forward when it comes to the episode. So normally when you do this episode, you'd be level 11. But I'm at level 65 because you've actually got to do the two Jem'Hadar storylines first, and that gets you up to where the maximum level is. Normally for the Federation, Klingon and Romulans, these two episodes are replaced by one episode arc, and you'd need to be from level 1 through 10 to do them. So to do the Spectre arc, you will have to be level 65. I'm assuming it was designed like that to get to level 65 just from doing these two missions. Now the good thing about this is that when you get your don't have you on me there. When you get your equipment from finishing a level, instead of being level 2 or 3, it's going to be level 12, which is near the end of the spectrum, because I think level 14 is the maximum level. So that's probably the benefit of this. Some of these missions are a one-off, like the first one and sometimes the last one of each story arc is a one-off play. So whatever you get from that will be a level 12, so you don't have to upgrade it all the way. It'll take so long or use so many resources to upgrade. So that's what we'll do today. We'll start the Spectre playthrough, we'll do a skirmish. I'll save each episode for a video. Then once I finish the episode, I will go then to these sorts of things to see what else we can look at. But for now, I don't think I'll do any queues. The Starbase, I don't think I've got much in the way of resources to donate. Yeah, there's nothing highlighted. I used all my dilithium for another video to show you how to work with Starbases. So hopefully by the time I finish an episode, we will have information, resources, and then I'll go into and do duty officer assignments. Because my roster is only 58 people out of the 500 maximum you can get, I won't be able to do a lot of duty officer assignments. And because I won't be able to do a lot of assignments, I won't be able to get the points up as fast as I'd like. Also, the officers are pretty weak when you compare the quality. So if you look at the common, I've got quite a few of them. And then these ones aren't as strong as the very rares. If you put them into a mission, let's just close this off. I don't know why that changed. So as you can see, I've got a 26 to 74%. I won't fail. Like, I will succeed with this one. This is an early mission sort of thing. But if I were to change the character from purple to a common character, which I've only got 2 available to deal with, you'll see that it will drop. Oh, I can't actually do that. Okay, so it was 26 and 74, and let's just click this one, assign the slot, and you see the critical drop. The success rose, but when it comes to disaster and failure sort of options, I'm not sure if there are any. Oh, there we go. Even with a purple and a rare, so that's like, no, uncommon, sorry. Uncommon, skip the rare and go to a very rare. So let's change this. You'll see that these two will probably drop and these two will go up, I think. Oh, there you go. I don't even have the rare option here to choose from. So let's just change this. Oh wait, sorry, I've got to select it, don't I? Can't move it, that's annoying. Okay, so you see those two, that dropped, that went up a bit. So let's choose another common. And again, dropped and went up. These two didn't seem to change, so that seems to be good for an early mission sort of thing. But as you can see with some of these, nope, not on this particular map. Not on that one. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any on this particular map at this point. But there are certain ones that will be one of, meaning that there are a chain of events you have to go through. And I think as you go through those chains, they get a bit more difficult. You need higher levels. So what we'll do is we'll just start the first episode of the Klingon Alliance storyline. And as you can see, there are two here down the bottom, level 50, level 58, which you can also do. But I prefer to start from the very beginning, work my way through the entire storyline. So we'll start Skirmish, and then we'll finish Skirmish, and then have a quick look at these things. Okay, let's get started.
We have reports of a true wave fleet entering the neutral zone and engaging our ships as well as Federation vessels near the Donatu system. We need you to intercept the true way and learn why they are so far away from their territory. While you're there, destroy the Federation ships as well. A small fleet has already been sent to the area. You'll need to join them in the Donatu system as soon as possible.
Okay, so when we get there and finish it, we will get 14,577 experience points, which goes to our leveling system. Experience, which goes to upgrading our crew. Let's see. He is a honored first commander. Okay, so no, can't promote him. He's commander. Second commander. Oh, well, they're all top levels. So, but basically, when you go here, promote, you can actually use experience points to promote them. And also, when you're doing the skills and you learn a skill, you actually have to spend experience points to upgrade. So you can see cost to learn is 400. Okay, dilithium is just to buy specific things in the store. Also, it's used for pretty much all research. A bit of dilithium is needed to research, and also you can spend dilithium to exchange for Zen. So 261 dilithium, you'll get 1 Zen. So this mission is. Did I close it or send it behind here? I closed it. Okay.
We have reports of a true wave fleet entering the
633. So you can get at least 2 Zen just from this mission.
Near the Donatu system.
Okay.
We need you to intercept the true way and learn why they are so far away from their territory. While you're there, destroy the Federation ships as well. A small fleet has already been sent to the area. You'll need to join them in the Donatu system as soon as possible.
Okay. So you can either get this ship device, which goes not into a weapons or a console, but there's a device area to put them in, or this is a personal shield. Okay. So this one, I'd assume you can do more than once, this particular mission, because there are 2 different options. But again, it's been a while since I've played the earlier missions. I've normally when I start a character, I'll normally go through all of them, and then I'll stop at the new Romulus, and then it takes me a while to get through the rest of them. But we'll see how we go. We'll accept this mission, but as you can see, it's at a level 10, rather than being at level 2 or 3 for first year cadet sort of thing. So I'll accept the mission.
Everything we do is for the Empire.
And we'll exit out of that. Now, the ship. The device slots are here. As you can see, they're empty because I don't actually have any. But just putting that in there will just help with... basically, it's like a console. It just gives you a little bit of boost, but it's a passive boost for some of them, and other them you have to activate. So when you get down to here, there'll be something you can click to activate. So I'll just activate these 2 before I start the mission. As you can see, there's just from doing that one mission, there are a lot of different options you can do to upgrade and help your character evolve within the game. So let's get out of here. I believe that would be in the beta quadrant, because that's where the Klingon Empire is located, so I might have to change quadrants. Should have checked that. He probably mentioned that it was, but nope. Let's have a look. In the beta quadrant. So this is the alpha quadrant, so let's see if I can transwarp. Sometimes this doesn't work. Oh, it worked. Yippee. Okay, so you can see here that's where I need to go. So you just click on the map, find the system, make sure it highlights in white, double click, okay, and we'll head for that system. Just change the camera angle to suit. Okay, and again, this is the basic ship out. I haven't actually upgraded anything on the ship. I might have to go for that. Let's head that way and see what happens. There we go. Skirmish. Let's just enter the system. Normally it says start skirmish. I will be sipping on a coffee, so I'm sorry if you can hear that slurping sound, but I do need that to wake up. Okay, Captain, I'm picking up multiple hostile contacts, both Federation and the Cardassian splinter faction known as the True Way. I can understand Starfleet being here. They've been giving us trouble in the sector for years, but why would the True Way be here? I recommend that we attempt to board one of their ships, sir. We could get some answers and destroy the the hated Cardassians face to face. Okay, let's shoot all the ships. Okay, I like to zoom out as much as possible to get a good view of the system and what I'm fighting. I don't have any cannons, so I haven't even altered any of my ship's weapon platforms yet. Bridge crew. Actually haven't upgraded any of their systems. Also, I am a hoarder, so I will collect every single loot box that drops. Ooh, better change my direction of fire. Again, don't have cannons, so I don't know why I clicked that. Get my shields up a bit. If you're wondering why I'm at full throttle, meaning that my speed is at maximum, it's because there is a skill tree that when you're at full throttle, you actually get better damage. I don't think I've actually got that active on this character at this point, but as soon as I do, I will. Invasion skills. There's invasion to pilot. Let's drop it. Roll. Actually, I think it's this one. Pedal to the metal, that's it. When you're at full speed, you do extra damage. So I do have to actually upgrade that as soon as possible. I think I need like 15 points to get it. These are my wingmen. I can actually change them to do specific actions. Let's just finish off this attack first, and then we'll get into that. There we go. I will actually go to my Federation character and show you what I have active on them. Again, they're not fully fledged out, but they do have a lot more to offer than my Jem'Hadar. I think I might do that before I start the next mission episode, because the options I have on my ship are not very good. I'll turn this way so my shields are working. For the most part. Really gotta upgrade my ship. I've got auto target on my control panel. For some reason the camera will not auto target. Okay. Cardassian flagship, the Anox, has been disabled. Her warp core is stable, Captain. I reckon we get a closer look. The away team is standing by in the transporter room on Captain. We will enter battle on your command. And again, I haven't set these up the way I want, but once I transfer some of the training manuals to my character, I will get them sorted into a more versatile group that can do different things. Okay. Let's get this ground combat. Again, I'm not a very good, big fan of ground combat. I prefer space combat, so sorry if this isn't to your liking. Okay, now Captain Cardassian's security teams are already starting to move in on our position. They will be no match for us. Because these missions are repeatable and there are a lot of them, I'd like to see voice actors. Even, you know, the Klingon voice actor can do the same for the Jem'Hadar. You can have a male and female voice actor, just because these things are over and over again. That's a character that's going to constantly pop up. I think it'll just make the game a little bit more enjoyable. I think there was a loot box in this room from memory. Again, I haven't played this mission in such a long time that I could be wrong. It might be the next room. I'm just going to zoom in a little. Must be in the corner of this room, next room coming up. Where are we? Oh, I don't want that. I want to swap my weapons. And... oh, get out of the blast zone. Get out of the blast zone. Why he turned around when there's an enemy shooting him in the back, I have no idea. Where's another one? Because they are Jem'Hadar, they've all got their own shroud or cloaking device, personal cloaking device. So let's go this way. I must be thinking of the Federation one where the Zuru was missing that. Nope, no door there. Damn that! Ooh, shift button is going to drive me insane. Got to run to the back to see the green glowing. Oh, there's more people here. He's taking a lot of damage real quick. He hasn't got very strong equipment on him. Do you loot everything? Collect that. Okay, so there is the green console. I won't actually read this out because I keep stumbling my words. I'll just leave this up a bit for you to read it yourselves. There was one more here. Oh, they're firing for no reason. Okay. Oh, medical. So I do believe you've got to read all the medical reports before you move on. Investigate. Ooh, okay, they've got to change that. This is a Klingon storyline again, so they might have to change that. Okay, so have to go up the hallway to the medical bay, which is across the hall from the engineering bay. Okay, so use medkit. Okay, so you can read through this yourself. It basically tells you what's in the kit and what it does. Now, you've got to understand what to do. Okay, yeah, you've got to read all the medical terms before you actually start the investigation. So all these green panels, you got to investigate. So we'll just start at this corner and work our way around the room. Make sure there's nothing around this. Oh, okay. Okay, auto suture. Laceration auto suture. Again, I'll leave those open a little bit so you can pause the video and read them if you have to, but basically it does take a lot of gameplay recording, so I'll just quickly try to remember what I need. So this is what we're looking for, the highlighted yellow. Okay, so we need the probe to do the brain tissue. I think there's one more downstairs. Okay, there's no highlighted yellow. Here we go, laser scalpel, chest cavity. Okay. I think there's one more downstairs. Oh, there's a staircase there. Okay, where is it though? Okay, patient records. Okay, infection. Plasma burns. Okay. So we need the brain probe to get a brain tissue sample from memory. Again, it's been a while since I played this episode. Face the go. So let's go back to the lunchroom. Or mess hall. So I think I've got to go back that way to the med lab, but on the other side of the hallway is the engineering. Again, I am a hoarder. I like to collect as much as I can, so this just helps with your R&D. If you want to upgrade things in your R&D section, you've got to collect as much R&D material as possible. So, Troyolic. Okay. Let's head for the turbo lift. I know. Do I have to do an no turbo lift? Okay. Okay, this is where that phase shield comes in handy. It takes less damage from these creatures. So when you finish the mission, wrong one. Finish this mission, you get that phase shifted personal shield that actually helps against these particular aliens. And you do come across them in a couple of missions.
Enemy targets on sensor.
Okay, got 'em. Should not be there. They are. There's more in there. Let's see if that does anything. No, does nothing. Okay. There is a powerful one. There it is. Phantasm. I thought that's what it was called. Ooh, wrong button. So any mission that has 2 rewards at the end, that you can choose one of, I will replay that mission over and over again until I get all the rewards. I like to get everything. Come on, a little tiny bit of damage. Again, there is a, I think one of the weapon rewards is a weapon that does a lot more damage against these things. So let's get the information we need.
Our mission goes well. The Axon has disabled or destroyed 7 enemy ships. I look forward to reporting our successes. The chief medical officer is concerned about casualties. It is his job to be concerned. Mine is to operate this ship at peak efficiency. I have read his report about unexplained deaths and dismissed it. There is always an explanation. He simply hasn't looked hard enough for it. I cannot let his failings disrupt our mission. Goma Dread is looking for men of purpose to assist him. He wants leaders with the will to use whatever means are necessary to free our people from Federation tyranny. If all goes well, after this campaign, I will be seen as one of those leaders.
Nah, you're dead. Okay, Chief Engineer.
Repairs to the Axon go as expected. Running low on deuterium and warp coils. Wish there was more time between battles to do more than patch critical systems. The time is the most precious commodity there is. 4 crewmen down. 1 died in battle with Klingon forces, but 3 others died in accidents. I have spoken to the captain about launching an investigation, but he sees nothing but his dreams of glory and return to conquest. Unusual spike in triolic energy may be affecting warp core efficiency. Must speak to Triolic and see if his sensor readings have turned up anything unusual.
Yeah, I'm gonna just change.
Maja alive today. She and the children are okay, but she worries about me. She She wants me to leave the Trueway and return to Cardassia Prime. 6 months ago, I would have ignored her pleas. Now, I miss her. I see no end to this fighting. Perhaps she was right.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly change the sound because I cannot hear what is being said. Audio. So music volume. No, ambient volume. That's better. Let's apply that. Okay, science officer.
Science officer's log, stardate 8679018.
Much better.
My duties on a combat mission are limited, but I was pleased today to have a chance to scan the approaching Griffin's Comet. The comet itself has not been a focus of much scientific inquiry, and it last passed through this sector in the late 23rd century. My scans, however, reveal surprising amounts of triolic wave energy emitting from the comet, as well as detectable amounts of chronoton particles. The triolic waves will unfortunately prevent a closer study of the comet. They are quite harmful to humanoid life forms, and the captain is loath to jeopardize our mission for my curiosity. I have requested the launch of a Class 1 probe. The chronotons are of even greater interest. They appear in instances of temporal disturbances, which could mean that this comet has been, or will be, in the presence of a temporal event. Time mechanics are so cumbersome. I must have more data. But the captain has never had much interest in science. Perhaps I will remind him that chronoton particles are harmful against the aliens who live in the Bajoran wormhole. A potential weapon to use against the Bajoran's gods may be of enough interest to him to divert our course.
Okay. So, see, again, not Kunos command. I don't know, maybe Kunos command is alright, but again, I think just to change the wording slightly would be better. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of the mission. So let's get to the report. Okay, I read a bit slower than most people, so I'm hoping that that when I scroll, you actually had enough time to read it. Okay, so this again, you'll probably need about 4 of these, just so that your crew that you take to fight the Davidians are more protected against them. So that's pretty good to do 4 times, and then you want this one on your ship. Plus 34 ore damage resistance rating for 15 seconds. Minus 400 photon damage resistance rating for 15 seconds. So it's more of an energy buffer than a melee buffer. Defense rating 15 seconds. So I'll get that just so I've got the equipment for the ship. But I will redo this mission another 4 times just to get those shields. Then again...
Everything we do is for the Empire.
Exit that. Now, he should pop up again with the next mission. I'll just try to exit out of that as soon as possible. But as you can see now, we have this decline.
Everything we do.
Okay, we'll put this into the ship devices. Actually, will that? Let's see if it changes any of the stats. Nothing changed that I could see. But it should. Because it's a passive, it only activates randomly. It's not a constant buff. Okay, but as you can see, it's there now. But so as you do missions, you will get devices, and there are, several. There are, I think the most devices you can have on a ship is 4 devices. So there are a few different devices you can collect, and then just give yourself a bit of a buff on the ship. So what is this one called? This is Subbuild Face Modulation. So let's have a look. Let's go to S. There we go. So, oh, it's already activated itself on here. But there you go. So when you want a quick shield energy resistance, you just activate that in energy combat. So as long as your shields are up, that should do pretty good. It's once your shields are down that you don't want to activate it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is quickly just do a quick look through here. Let's see if I've got, no, I think it's around the beginning of the month I'll get 500 Zen, but I think they've changed that. I don't know if that actually happens anymore with the new update, but every month around the time of your activation of your account, you get a couple of hundred Zen if you're a lifetime member. So there's nothing I can do there. Again, I don't have much in the way of dilithium, so there's nothing I can do there. And now let's have a look. R&D. So what I want to do is get that to level 20. I want to get it maxed out. So what I'll do is I'll just scroll down to the bottom, click on that, and start the task. Click on it again, start the task, start the task. And I can't do it a third time because you can only do it 3. So they'll go down to cannons. Ooh, I can't do that one either. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, duty officers, see? I don't have enough duty officers, so that's something I'm going to have to do. I might have to spend real money on getting this up to 500. And then I will buy, you know, obviously I've got a heap of these in my shared bank account, so I can activate a whole heap of duty officers if needed. Admiralty should not be too good either because I don't have a large amount of ships. Okay, so you might have seen here, it's 40, 40, and 95, but each event has a bonus or a penalty, or sometimes a bit of both. So it's actually going to cost more to do this than it actually states. It says it right here. Plus 30 to all required, and 100% critical rating. So that just means I'll probably get better benefits. Okay, so I need to have 125 in my science. So what do I have? Wait for that to update. Okay, so 63 is the highest. 50. Oh, okay, that ignores the bonus. So let's clear that. Put that in the top one, which brings us back down to 95, which just makes it a little easier to do these. And if any of these have ignore, that actually makes it easier again. So we want to change that to tactical. Let's see, ignores tactical. Way too much, and then I just need another 8. So let's go up here, change that to engineering and find the lowest. 8, 50, 50. Okay, let's just, oh no, wait. Small craft. Plus 10 to all. So that will bring that up to 82, or 84 with that too. 99, because it'll be another 20 plus the 3. And that will be 117. There you go. Begin that assignment. We'll start another one. So pretty much what you want to do with all of these is how you're at level 0, you want to get to level 10 just to max them out because that gives you an accolade. Then as you go through these missions, you get the Chew of Duty. There's 10 levels, and once you get to level 10 it goes back down to level 1 and you get it again. So once with the Federation you'll actually get 2 specialization points. Those specialization points go into your specialization tree. As you can see, I got 5. So once I finish that, I'll have 7. But by the time I get to that, I'll probably be up past, 15. I'll want to get the pilot maxed out and then activate that as my primary. Okay, so 85 is the next. I like to go for the highest ones possible. That way, you just try to get as many high-level ones out of the way as possible. See, this one doesn't have to ignore because at 45, 85, and 45, Okay, minus, so that's a bonus. You don't have to spend 45, you just need 35. So that's a bonus. There are no critical rating upgrades. So I want 85 tactical. So go to tactical. Look for an 85 or high. And then you also got to look at, this is 32 and 30. So you don't need to get an engineering. Once you've done this one, you're looking for another 30 and another 15. So let's have a look if there's another way. Like, you want something higher in the last category rather than the first one, just because that's a little higher. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any, so I'm just going to go with this one. As you can see, I still need another 30, another 15, but I don't need anything there. I don't know if there are any 30s, 15. Okay. It's a bit of overkill, but it's pretty much what I can do with the ships I have. Okay. Also, tour duty, as soon as those pop up, you really do want to try to get them out of the way as soon as possible. Should have mentioned that earlier. Again, ships are too strong. That one might be good because it's one of the weaker ones. 6. Okay, and what about this? 9 and 9. Let's see if I can actually do that. Oh, plus 10. There you go. Boom. Done. Okay, so as you can see... Oh, wait a minute. I have to unlock them, don't I? Yeah. You have to get the level 3 on one of these things, so you have to get that level 3 to unlock. Oh, level 10 in 3. So... Okay, I've got to actually do... Oh, that's to unlock the Gamma Recruit. That's my own character, Gamma Recruit. So I've got to get 3 of these level 10 to unlock that for all of my characters on my account. So all my characters will get an extra one. But to unlock the first one, I just need to get level 3 on one campaign, on 2 campaigns, level 5 on one, on 2, then level 10 on one. So as long as I focus on getting to level 3, and then 3, and then 5 and 5, I can get that done. I'll unlock 4 of them, and then once I do that, I'll just focus on getting to level 10. Once I get to level 10, I'll focus on getting to level 10 on these as well. So that's just a little bit easier to get extra bonuses from this. Okay, duty officers. I shouldn't have too much in the way. Again, the current map was empty earlier, but as you can see, I can still do more. Okay, so I've turned that filter off. Marauding, I need 3 characters, at least a green level to get past this. So that's purple, purple, and green, so I should do pretty good. Again, these are auto-selected by the game so that they give you the best possible outcome, but I still have a 15% failure rate, 14 and 1. There's a possibility that someone could die or I could lose some equipment, but it's the best I can do, so I'll take it. Okay, let's have a look. I need 1 person. I need 1 science and 1 tactical. Okay. Oh, okay, it's a lot better than the previous one. The purple and blue. Okay, we'll wait for the page to reload. This only seems to happen on the current map. When you do personal mapping and select one, it resets automatically, but this one takes a bit of time to load for some reason. So science and tactical again. Again, very risky, but again, I don't have much in the way of options. Exploration. So I got a white and a purple, and whoa, that is bad. So let's do that again. 1 more. Exploration. Okay. Again, not much way in possible. There you go. I only need 1 person, so that's a little bit easier. That might be another way to go. Try to skip all the 2 and 3s and just go for the 1s. Might be a bit better. But you've also got to look at the duration times as well. Tactical. What's this? Doctor. So it's not just a science officer you need a doctor in the science field. Any civilian or... Okay, as long as the civilian is not stubborn or unruly, that should not give you any negative influence on your mission. Okay, so what's this? Doctor, technician. So again, plus 10%, plus 10%. So you got a better rate of passing this. Let's have a look at this one. Actually, let's go back. We need security, 2 security personnel, assault squad, security officer. So they're both security. They're common and uncommon, so low levels and a very high rate of failure. Okay, what's this? Tactical officer. I don't care, go away. Okay, so yeah, with the ones where you only need 1 officer, it's a little bit easier for you. You get a 10% bonus due to the rarity. Okay, this one needs any civilian officer. I don't seem to have one. Let's go for the green science slot. 29% disaster, so there's 1/3 of that. Okay, this is operations. Awesome, let's begin the assignment. I think you got 20 assignments, but you can unlock another 2 or 3 by doing particular missions. Okay, ambassador. Awesome. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty decent, considering. That's sort of half there. Let's start a new. Ooh, that's bad again. As you can see, I've only got the white characters, white and green, because all the purple ones were used automatically to do the best missions, the first few missions. Okay. Again, I'm just clicking on everything because, well, I've got no other option than to do the ones they give me. Wait a minute, go back. This is going to cost me 10,000 credits. Frame House of Duros. Don't really need a frame them, they're bad enough as it is. Okay, so I'll get 20 credits back. Okay. 12. So +5 and +5. Okay. Frame. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if I can't remember the name if that was within the series, but I'm assuming it would be because they normally try to stick to canon. Okay, and as you can see, a whole heap disappeared because I lost a lot of crew that could do particular missions. Ooh, that's bad. See, I've only got 58 and I'm still doing all 20 missions, but they are very low possible outcome for a reward. So this should all be red. As you can see, the little red icon normally means I can't do anything more. So I could actually do these because I have the crew available. So have a look. These crew are available. But I can't activate the mission because I've already got all 20 active. So that's how this works. Again, with the Admiralty, it works the same way. As long as I've got active ships, I can do this. But the better the quality of the ship, the more missions you can do. And then the more missions you get leveled up, the more you can do. R&D, again, I don't have the crew available. But with your science, oh there you go, research lab, you can actually buy, let's see if I can see this. There you go, you can buy 1 starship trait slot. So that's where this trait system comes in, 1 starship trait slot. Let's see, I'm trying to find a particular, this is it, Klingon research officer. So when you get your research base upgraded, blue and rare, and then purple very rare. So once you get your research lab up to level 1, you can start getting cheaper ones, and then just the low levels, and then you work your way up. And that's what will help you with your R&D projects. Also, they can be used with these sorts of projects as well. They're just a science officer, but they're a particular sort of science officer which can only be used in this part of the R&D. Again, let's have a look at our thing. So, what did I get? I got all of these in this mission. These sort of help you, give you a slight boost. 56% chance hit points over 3. Oh, so it gives you a 50% bonus to your hit points. Gives you a bit more hit points overall. Then you just got standard shields. Again, you can see it's a common, and uncommon, so you're not going to get very good quality. But if you know how to use your research, you can upgrade this to a level epic and get really good quality from it. Personal shields are the most basic. You want adaptive shields or something with something before the personal shield. Like instead of personal, you want something like adaptive or something like that. So that just gives you a bonus. Regenerative shields are pretty good as well. Plasma wide beam weapon, that just gives you plasma damage. So when it comes to the accolades, let's go here. Let's spread this out. Accolades. Okay. So disruptor damage. So as long as you're putting out disruptor damage, let's see. Receive. Deal. So this is from torpedo damage, putting out torpedoes. Again, doing torpedo damage, but I don't know why there's two different ranks for that. Receive damage. Okay, receive. Okay. Phaser damage. Who has a phaser weapon? So as you can see here, receive anti-proton damage and receive. So none of my characters have anti-proton weapons, so it hasn't activated as you've even done 1 point of damage. But as soon as you do 1 point of damage, this should open up to dealing anti-proton damage, I believe. So let's have a quick look at our weapons. Polaron. They should all have Polaron because that's the standard. Yep, Polaron. So let's have a look for Polaron. There we go. Deal. There you go. And receive. So Polaron damage is the one that's active because that's the one I've done damage with. I don't know where the phaser damage has come from. I must have a weapon there. But yeah, that's how that works. Pretty straightforward. Again, if you need any explanations on how particular things work, I'm happy to do that. With this, because I've got dilithium, you will see that should be able to. Imagine I didn't get lithium for doing that mission. Wrong buttons, always too many buttons to remember. So you can replay it straight away, but after you've played it twice, you've actually got to wait 30 minutes before you can play it again.
We have reports
so let's
of
have
a
a look.
true wave fleet entering
211
the neutral
dilithium.
zone and
Oh, that's dilithium ore. I've got to process it. So let's go to assets, refine it. Boom. And again, I should have 8,000. Yeah, 8,000. I've used 633, so I've only got 7,300 left. Okay, so when I go to my holdings, I should be able to donate 6,000 or 600 dilithium. But again, I'm going to try to say that this is a new character. I will donate to my Starbase with my other Klingon character that has a lot more to offer. But that's how you use your episode rewards. What you really need to do to collect them, and how it helps that you do the missions more than once sometimes to collect better weapons or a set. Again, I will have 4 particular characters. I don't know if they'll be Jem'Hadar or whatever, but I will have bridge officers, and each one of them will have a there you go, phaser damage. But I don't know why he has that. I haven't used him, so I will have a set of 4 that might just be. I won't do it for Denivians because they're a very rare species to come into conflict with. But the true way is a Klingon and Federation problem, and also the Borg. So I want anti-Borg force, anti-Tholian force, and anti-Federation force for my Klingon character. So there'll be 4 people in particular that are set up in a particular fashion to defeat those particular forces. So Gamma Quadrant is again the Herc. So I've got to find out what their strength is and what their weaknesses are, and set up the weapons and shields to match. Omega, you can see here, is a Borg sort of look. So it's a Borg fight. That's Tholians, Romulans, Voth. Counter command. That looks like it could be species 8472, Delta, Alliance, Kazon, Iconians, Again, the Iconians seem to have a link between all the episodes. Like, it's just really, really well arced out that they appeared there and there and there, and then it's all this interconnection. It's really awesome how they did this. Terran Task Force. So let's see what this. Oh, I don't have anything unlocked. Can I still click on that? Nope. Let's have a look. Active ability. Disruptor Space Beam. Disruptor is can't remember. Temporal Defense, that's pretty good. Lacura is again a sort of temporal defense. And this is Cooperative War Games. Again, I can't remember. There's so much to remember that my brain cannot fit. I know that I need coffee, and that's pretty much all I remember. Okay. What else can I talk about before I log off? If you're not sure what to do, don't want to go to Deep Space Nine. QNOS, I'll go to the QNOS system. As you can see, it didn't quite match up, but I'm not too fussed about it. So another thing I like to do is once I've gotten the mission finished, unless I'm going to do it like several times over and over again, I will actually go to my nearest starbase or my home base. Again, the home base for the Jem'Hadar is Deep Space Nine, but because the quadrant I need to be in is Beta, I'll just go to QNOS, which is the secondary base to go to. So once I finish a mission, just so I can actually... Where are we? Oh, we're there. Okay. Just so I can actually know what I've got, what I'm receiving from each mission, I will try to make it to a bank and deposit all things I don't really need. So let's have a look. Once we get to the bank, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's access the bank. Okay, so these are all the things I have. Again, what I like to do is, let's put this into inventory. This is bound to character, so I will normally leave it there. I don't like to keep these because there are weapons you'll collect that are bound to character, so you want to discard the useless sort of weapons and the useless shields. You can't salvage them, and you can't do much else with them, but these sort of things are things you might want to use later on. Okay, what's this? Again, just basic, so you want to get rid of it. Okay, basic. So you'll see that all the ones that come with a edit record button are ones you can do stuff with, but once you get to the higher levels, which are the ones you start off with, those are going to be named characters you can't do much with. Again, I want to keep that, so I'll just move it over, but I'll delete this. Go back down to my last one, and put that in there. So therefore I know that I've got it. Again, these are intelligence officers. I know they're intelligence officers, so I might actually make them a particular force. There's only 3, I think, not 4. So there's 1 science, 1 tactical, and 1 engineering, and then I'll probably just have a 4th random one that I'll add to the group. And as you can see here, they can't be edited, but they've got top level equipment. Very rare set of Jem'Hadar weaponry. And again, this came with a Jem'Hadar set. This is a set you can collect with every character. But with your Jem'Hadar character, it actually comes as a standard set on your basic ships, the ones that you start off with. Okay, and again, I haven't done much with this character, so I haven't actually gone past level 1. So I've got this first one, which is accuracy rating, which does a little bit more damage because your hit rate goes up a little bit. This should be defense. Increases the amount of damage you put out, then decreases you take. Critical severity, yep. Okay, so this will unlock. This will go into your trait system. I'm not too sure which one, but once that activates, you get rid of the ship. That will always be available. And then when you unlock this, as I understand it, it will unlock on all your Jem'Hadar characters. So that's the end of this video. Just so you know, if you're getting too much in here, that's something you can do. Now these last three, I'll just sell off on the exchange and get some credits for. But all the stuff in here I'll keep for now. Eventually I will try to do something with them. Again, I do want to discard at least enough that I've got 5. Because one for each of the crew members that will come with me, which is 4, and 1 for myself. And then we'll just sort that out, and voila. And then eventually I will try to upgrade all these bound to character sort of things. You can see here it says bound to character, unique 1 max per character. I will try to get those into gold epics and keep them. So that's an epic device. I think they only come as an epic. That's like your basic starting device. So yeah, next video will just be the next episode, but I will be doing the skirmish episode another 4 times to get the shields for my crew. Okay, any comments about the video, please leave them down below. Any comments about particular playthroughs you'd like to see, please leave comments down below. I just ask that you keep it civil in the conversations down below, and I'll see you in the next video.